It's me again. Hi. So I promised you another story from Dr. Seuss. This is one of my favorite stories. As a matter of fact, I read this to several classrooms when we did Read Around America Day on Dr. Seuss's birthday, March 2nd. The students really enjoyed this one, mostly because not a lot of people had heard it before. So I hope you enjoy this one too. Gertrude McFuzz. Again, we know Dr. Seuss, a lot of rhyming, right? And there's a little message at the end too that we like to think about. You ready? Here we go. There once was a girl bird named Gertrude McFuzz, and she had the smallest plain tail ever was. One droopy droop feather, that's all that she had. And that one feather made Gertrude so sad. For there was another young bird that she knew, a fancy young birdie named Lolly. And instead of one feather behind, she had two. Poor Gertrude. Whenever she happened to spy Miss Lolly flying by in the sky, she got very jealous. She frowned and she pouted. Then one day she got awfully mad and she shouted, "This just isn't fair. I have one. She has two. I must have a tail like Lolly." See? Here's Gertrude's. There's Lolly. She's jealous. So she flew to her uncle, a doctor named Dake, whose office was high in a tree by the lake. And she cried, "Uncle Doctor, oh please do you know of some kind of pill that will make my tail grow?" "Tut, tut," said the doctor, "such talk, how absurd! Your tail is just right for your kind of bird." Then Gertrude had tantrums. She raised such a din that finally her uncle, the doctor, gave in. And he told her just where she could find such a pill, on a pillberry vine on the top of the hill. "Oh, thank you," chirped Gertrude McFuzz, and she flew right straight to the hill where the pillberry grew. Look, Uncle Dake, just one tail, just one feather on his tail, because that's the right kind for his bird. Yes, there was the vine, and as soon as she saw it, she plucked off a berry. She started to gnaw it. It tasted just awful, almost made her sick. But she wanted that tail, so she swallowed it quick. Then she felt something happen. She felt a small twitch, as if she'd been tapped down behind by a switch. And Gertrude looked round and she cheered. It was true. 2 feathers, just like Lolly. And she got an idea. Now I know what I'll do. I'll grow a tail better than Lolly. Who thinks that's a good idea? I'm a little worried. These pills that grow feathers are working just fine, so she nibbled another one off of the vine. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Do you think she's going to eat more? Do you? Is that going to be a good idea? She felt a new twitch, and then Gertrude yelled, "Whee! Miss Lolly has only just 2. I have 3. When Lolly sees this beautiful stuff, she'll fall right down flat on her face, sure enough. I'll show her who's pretty. I certainly will. Why, I'll make my tail even prettier still." Look at her tail. Oh. She snatched at those berries that grew on that vine. She gobbled down 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And she didn't stop eating young Gertrude McFuzz till she'd eaten 3 dozen. That's 36. That's all that there was. Got a bad feeling. Then the feathers popped out with a zang, with a zing. They blossomed like flowers that bloom in the spring, all fit for a queen. What a sight to behold! They sparkled like diamonds and gumdrops and gold. Like silk, like spaghetti, like satin, like lace. They burst out like rockets all over the place. They waved in the air and they swished in the breeze, and some were as long as the branches of trees. And still they kept growing. They popped until long about sundown, when finally they stopped. And now, giggled Gertrude, the next thing to do is to fly straight home and show Lala Lou. And when Lala sees these, why, her face will get red and she'll let out a scream and she'll fall right down dead. What do you think? What do you think? What's happening in your brain? Then she spread out her wings to take off from the ground, but with all of those feathers she weighed 90 pounds. She yanked and she pulled and she let out a squawk, but that bird couldn't fly, couldn't run, couldn't walk. And all through that night she was stuck on that hill, and Gertrude McFuzz might be stuck up there still. If her good Uncle Dake hadn't heard the girl yelp, he rushed to her rescue and he brought along help. Feathers are too much. She can't fly. She can't be her bird. She can't be the bird she is. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Look at all the friends helping. Oh my goodness. To lift Gertrude up almost broke all their beaks, and to fly her back home it took almost 2 weeks. And then it took almost another week more to pull out those feathers. My, Gertrude was sore. They had to pull all those feathers out. I bet that hurt. And finally, when all of the pulling was done, Gertrude behind her again had just one. That one little feather she had as a starter, but now that's enough, because now she is smarter. She's perfect just the way she is, isn't she? Gertrude McFuzz learned a tough lesson. She's perfect the way she is. Okay, let's see. Oh, there's one more. I'm going to put it on a new tape. See you soon.